What do you think is the most significant thing, physically or mentally, emotionally, that you think you gleaned from this experience?
Hmm. So many things. It's hard to narrow one down. I guess uh, peace of mind. I've been fairly. I had peace of mind. It's quiet. Uh, there's someone to talk to if I want to talk. If I don't, there's plenty of room. I can go out in the garden or walk down the path or whatever. I can get by myself. So it's a really low stress environment, and that overall has had a positive effect on me. This may not be a stress-free environment for some people, but for me it is.
What's the second most significant thing you've got?
Um, the dietary change, the decreasing sugar and salt intake,
It was hard at
and
first.
caffeine
Right, right,
and nicotine.
right.
So yeah, it's hard now. I mean, these eating patterns are ingrained in my brain.
Your eating patterns.
Yeah,
Hmm. Do you
and
think they're
it's
worth changing?
difficult.
Do you think they're worth changing?
The evidence is sitting right here. I mean, it's like I said in the first video, the writing's on the wall. Well, the writing is on the wall. The writing says that if I want to continue to improve my health and to continue to live, then it's necessary to make some changes. Now, if I don't give a rat's butt whether I live or die, then I can go back to my old ways. And
So when you first came here, you felt you were at the end of your rope.
I seriously felt that if I didn't make some immediate changes, dramatic changes in my lifestyle, that I probably wouldn't live a year, maybe 6 months. I was going downhill fast. I was. And I knew it. And I just seemed powerless to do anything about it. The environment that I was living in and the psychological uh, the way it played out in my mind, it was difficult to change.
What's your diagnosis now
Diagnosis
of your,
overall health.
yeah, like before you felt like you were going down fast and you had to make some changes. Now where do you see yourself? How would you describe yourself now?
I think coming here, I put the brakes on the downward spiral, both psychologically, spiritually, and physically, in all three ways. And that's had a dramatic effect on the way I feel. I just feel so much better. Of course, if you've ever gone to the grocery store and picked up a 5-pound tub of butter, well, I had 2.5 of those that I don't have now. So I'm walking around without all that lard. You have given me an idea, something that I had no idea about before I came here. Drinking hot water in the morning. That's significant. And it took seeing it on some. I just happened to be watching TV. I haven't watched TV but once or twice since I've been here. And they had this show on. This guy from India said that was part of what they do in India to improve their health. They drink warm water in the morning and sometimes more than that. But it seemed absurd to me. I made a big joke out of it. I said, "Waitress, this coffee's a little weak, don't you think, when you handed me that warm water?" And but I see that that's probably a good thing.
Yeah. Well, what was cool about you is that you were willing or were open enough to say, hey, it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm going to give it a whirl.
Well, that was kind of the commitment I made when I first came here. I mean, nobody wants to work with somebody that's constantly crying about having to do something. And I'm not a whiner. If I was going to whine, I wouldn't have come here. But I came here with the attitude that I don't know it all, and that I got myself in this health condition. It's not your fault, so I'm not going to blame you for trying to help me, for God's sake. So, um, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
was willing to go to do whatever it took. Now, did I like everything? No. the food tasted terrible. It didn't have any taste. That's what it was. It just didn't have any flavor. But my taste buds were so accustomed to that dramatic hot sauce and
Yeah.
salt.
Do you think it was easier that somebody else was fixing the food and saying, "Look, this is the way it's supposed to be," and all you had to do was eat it? And was that easier?
Did that make it easier?
Easier than if you were doing it on your own, like say. If
I
you,
wouldn't do it on my own.
Oh.
I wouldn't eat like that on my own. What mug and bean wouldn't set foot in my kitchen. But I've kind of got to where I like them now. My taste buds have changed. They've simmered down a little bit.
What about your temperament? What do you think has happened with your temperament since you've been here?
I'm more feisty now, but I feel better. You know, I'm more prone to laugh and joke and cut up. You know,
Yeah.
voice my opinion. Where when I came here, I was like a little mouse. I was whooped. So it feels good to have a voice. You know, to be able to voice my opinion and to have a little enthusiasm.
So, you know, right now you feel so much younger. You look younger. You feel younger. You're acting younger. Do you think you feel younger?
Yeah.
Great.
I don't know if younger is the right term, but yeah, I feel better.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. I was very burdened when I came here.
Yeah, you had a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress.
Yeah. Probably should have it now, but I don't. Just let her fly.
Yeah. You think you're better than me, huh?
Huh?
You say you think you're better than me, huh?
I didn't exactly say that, but yeah, roundabout way. I'm prettier, I'm smarter. I be smarter.
You ain't prettier.
Yeah, I am.
No, you ain't.
Yes, I am.
I hate the difference.
I am.
But you ain't.
Even the chickens say I am. You just ask them. They tell you. I'm smarter, I'm prettier. And duckies too.
Don't you wish you could grab those ducks and pet them?
Well, I could grab them if I really wanted to.
You're just saying that.
I could grab them if I really wanted to. I'd be better if they just come over and sit in my lap and let me pet them. They look soft, don't they?
They do. They look like you want to pet them.
Especially the little gray ones.
And,
They look
I
really
think they're
soft.
very selfish that they won't let me pet them. I think that's like, now I have to get a petting animal. Did you see that article about the lambs?
What? Ain't right. Ooh, ooh.
You don't make enough fur.
You ain't looked on my back, have you?
What have you been smoking?
Same thing you smoke.
Did you get something when you
Fresh
were
air.
Did you pick something up when last time you went to town? Did you,
I think it was those little pills you gave me this morning.
did you score?
I've been like this all day. Jeez. Some good